Thank you for joining us for this information session on our remote first aid kit and first aid room inspections. To conduct your inspection, go to www.fast-rescue.com in your browser. Click on Resources, and then click on First Aid Kit Checklists. An important note here is that our checklists are consistently reviewed for accuracy against the current regulations, so you can count on the fact that the list you use will be up to the current standards. Now scroll down and click on the province. Scroll down a little bit and you will see a link for ordering replenishments for your kits. Let's pretend that we have a first aid kit, regulation 9, that needs to be inspected. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to click on this link. And as I do that, the kit inspection will show up, will open up. As we move down, you'll see the procedure outlined here. And then you'll see the ability to download the inspection form as well as the inspection sticker. For the inspection sticker, when you click that, it will open up and this is what you'll see. This inspection sticker can be printed on shipping labels sized 5.5 inches by 8.5 inches. You can then stick them onto your first aid kit and sign and date it whenever a first aid kit inspection is done. Next, download the inspection form right here. Again, as soon as that opens up, you will see the inspection form that you can now use to fill out your inspection form and make sure that you can order your products. As you check your first aid kit, you will see that this column here under the header required denotes the number of units that are required by the regulation for each of these items. So in other words, what that means is for a regulation 9 first aid kit, a minimum of 24 strip bandages are required, 4 compress bandages, 1 pocket guide, etc. In the column with the header on hand, this is where you're going to put in what you have on hand. So how many strip bandages do you have on hand? How many compress bandages? How many gauze pads, etc. Finally, in the column under the header order, this is where you're going to subtract from what you have on hand from the required number. If you have less on hand than the required amount, then you're going to enter that into the order column. For example, if you have 2 compress bandages on hand, but you see that the required amount is 4, you're going to add the number 2 here under order because you want us to send you two of these. If on the other hand, you have 6 compress bandages, then you're going to not enter anything under order or 0. Once you're done, you can now fax this form back to the fax number on the inspection form right here. Or you can scan and email it to inspections@fast-rescue.com. Now, if you prefer to have the order summary online along with the status of your order, then go back to your browser to that inspection form online. As you move down, you will see the same inspection form, but in your web page. Okay, so here is where you know that you need some compress bandages. So you're going to click on the description, which will open up in a new tab. And here you can now add to cart. You can now change the quantity as needed. So we know we need about 2 compress bandages because we only have 2 on hand. So just change it there and then go back to your inspection form. You can now see that perhaps you need some triangular bandages. So you're going to click on the description again. It'll again open up in a new tab. And let's say that we now need perhaps 3 triangular bandages. And finally, we need some safety pins. So again, click on the description. It will open up in a new tab and you'll be able to add this to the cart. These come in quantities of 12. Once you are done, you're going to check out. But before you do that, recommendation is that you log in first, or you sign up if you haven't got an account with us. Once I log in, I'm going to see that my address is noted here, as well as my phone number. When I check out, I'm going to click here to check out. I will see all of my information right here noted on the account. I can now continue on to shipping. Here is where I decide whether I want, what kind of delivery method I want. Do I want to pick up at the warehouse, or do I want it shipped? If you want it shipped, then we will ship it via FedEx. If you prefer to have it picked up, then just let us know by clicking this right here, and we will notify you as soon as your order has been picked. You are then going to continue on to payment, where you will add your credit card details and click Pay Now. Once you click Pay Now, you will get a confirmation of your order on the web page, but also via email. If you have a credit application on file with us, you can opt to be invoiced for this order. So now your order is placed, and we will now pick it and ship it out to you if needed, or notify you to pick it up. Thank you for attending this session on our remote inspection program.